you guys studying 170 pounds right now? For sure the most interesting division in the sport.
For some years, the top of the UFC welterweight division has seen a level of normalcy imposed, with Kamaru Usman knocking out contenders left and right. He has dominated Colby twice, knocked out Gilbert Burns, and in more spectacular fashion, knocked out Jorge Masvidal. But just as he was on the verge of greatness, a certain head kick from Leon Edwards has sent the entire division into a state of carnage. Welcome back to another Video Fight Fam.
Don't doubt me, I couldn't do it. The odds that I couldn't do it. Look at me now.
It almost feels like Leon Edwards' time as the welterweight champion of the world will be rather brief.
Welterweight champion of the world, Leon Edwards.
He might have knocked out Kamaru Usman with quite a sensational head kick. But the wolves are gathering, and they're gathering fast. There is the dominant Kamaru Usman waiting in the wings with a potential rematch already in the works.
So I don't want to be one of the best guys in the world and take like 3 belts, So that's why we're doing that.
Khamzat Chimeav, if he remains a welterweight, is certainly within the title picture now.
I'm the most dangerous guy here. I got a coming for everyone.
Colby Covington will always be a threat to any champion at welterweight.
I just took care of Miami street trash. Now it's time to take care of Louisiana swamp trash.
And even Jorge Masvidal, who, despite his recent downturn in form, has a serious beef to settle with Edwards.
Walked his direction,
And what do you
Leon
want?
walked
You want me
his
to lie?
direction, and then punches were thrown. Actually connected with Leon, and he did receive a cut, received medical attention after that. The men were separated.
In the eyes of many, Usman is still the welterweight champion of the world. Yes, he got sent to the shadow realm by a thunderous head kick by Edwards, but that was a fight he was completely dominating. Had Leon not pulled off one of the greatest upsets in the last minute of the final round, Usman would have a 6th title defense in his name. With a potential rematch looming large, it should provide a major test of what both Leon and Usman are truly made of.
But that, more than likely, we're going to have a rematch down the line, and whether it's next or down the line, we're going to have a rematch.
The situation surrounding Khamzat Chimeav is a delicate one, considering his recent shenanigans on the scale at UFC 279. There have been a lot of calls for the Swedish international to move up to the middleweight division.
178.5, the official weight for Khamzat Chimeav.
And with potential barn burn against Paulo Costa in the offering if he makes the move, it certainly makes sense. But for now, he is a welterweight, and other welterweights must be wary. Should Leon defy the odds again to beat Usman, then he should be ready to take on the freak of nature that is Khamzat Chimeav.
I'm gonna smash everybody. Give me champion, 84 kilos, 77 kilos. I'm gonna smash both.
But perhaps even more exciting for the entire welterweight division would be to throw in a title elimination matchup between Khamzat and Colby Covington.
What do you think of Colby?
I think that guy like a little bit tough guy, but not my level. I'm gonna go and knock him out.
Colby Covington's ability to drown his opponents with his superior cardio and pressure has seen him rise to the top of the welterweight rankings. And if he wants to get a shot at the title once again, then handing Chimeav his first L in MMA will be the way to go. While a fight between the pair could certainly go anywhere, it will be interesting to witness how Colby deals with the early pressure and volume of Khamzat, and how Khamzat will be able to cope with the insane pace of Covington over 5 rounds. Another really exciting title fight that could turn the division on its head is Jorge Masvidal taking on the champ Leon Edwards. Unlikely as this might be, it is certainly one that will give any MMA fan goosebumps. Both these men have serious bad blood against one another following a backstage incident in 2019.
That things were sort of handled under control, rectified fairly quickly. In situations like this, when we've had incidents like this in the past, first order of business is to make sure that the camps are separated, people go different directions, and everything's calmed down.
These fights and fighters are without a doubt the most intriguing and dangerous for Edwards and his championship reign. But even if he managed to pull off upset after upset and come through to fights with the belt, he will be met with even more threats to his reign. Some of these are: Gilbert might have lost 2 of his last 3 fights against Usman and Chimeav, but he showed enough in both fights to remind the MMA world that he is still elite. He has crazy power in his hands, elite grappling, and he is perhaps one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners in the game. With a couple of wins, he would certainly get back in title contention. Belal Muhammad is arguably the most underrated fighter in the UFC welterweight division. He has wins against elite fighters like jiu-jitsu great Damian Maia, striking specialist Stephen Thompson, and most recently Vicente Luque. With a fight against highly talented prospect Sean Bradley on the horizon, getting another win should elevate into the title picture. Boasting an undefeated professional record of 15 wins to date, Sean Bradley should be on every MMA fan's radar. The 29-year-old Philadelphia native has impressive wins against fighters like Michael Chiesa, Jake Matthews, and Christian Aguilera, among others.
Sean Brady. Sean Brady was the star of the weekend for me. I was blown away. And a couple of things happened. Let me just share it from my perspective. But Sean Brady turns out to be the favorite on DraftKings.com.
A win in his upcoming fight for Brady will surely elevate his stock from a potential elite fighter to a force to be reckoned with in the 170-pound division.
Rakhmonov still undefeated and still a huge problem for welterweights to deal with.
With 16 wins and no losses in his career, Shavkat Rakhmonov has had a meteoric rise so far in his MMA career. He has incredible power, insane speed, and is a capable submission artist. If he keeps up the form he has shown so far and manages to get a couple more wins against the top dogs in the division, welterweight glory shouldn't be far off. The welterweight division has never been this stacked, and given the quality of the fighters present in the top 10, the chances of Leon being champion come December 2023 are very slim. But let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Does Leon have what it takes to beat Kamaru and upset the odds? Will Usman dominate like he has done again in the past? Or will a new champion emerge among the crop of elite welterweight fighters in the UFC?